What is going on, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, SimplyPops here, back at it again with another jailbreak video. And yes, another jailbreak video. It's been a long time, but in this video I'm going to show you guys my favorite tweaks of all time. Now, I would have showed you guys the latest and greatest jailbreak tweaks, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the tweak's been a little bit dry, a little bit slow. I want to give you guys the big wow factor of the jailbreak tweak, so I'm gonna just wait a little bit until there's more exciting tweaks, but I hope you guys understand. But in this video I'm gonna show you guys my favorite tweaks. These are the tweaks that I just cannot live without. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, this first tweak right here is called ShortLook, and man, I love this tweak. Something so simple, but yet it just amazes me. Like, from the text, you guys see that on the bottom, it matches it really well from the icon, and then you see your message nice and big. So if this is on like a car mount or your wireless charger, you can easily see that from a distance. It doesn't matter which app. So you have Instagram profile picture, so every time you get a notification from Instagram, you have the actual Instagram profile picture shown right there from the lock screen right there on the fly. They have Kik, they have Messenger, Pinterest, Reddit, Skype, Snapchat, pretty much all the popular social media apps. You can get the picture notifications right there. And man, this is a well-made tweak. It is a little bit expensive at $4, but for me it's worth every single penny. Something so simple, but yet it's perfect, especially on the iPad. Take advantage of that big, beautiful Retina display. You know, just having it there and seeing all your notifications, or that one notification at a time. It pleases me every time. Alright. Next up, Ultrasound. This is another well-made tweak. This is coming from the same repo, the same developer, and all it is, it just removed the volume HUD and put it on the side. I kind of said that kind of weird, but hey, you have it right there on the side, and you have some touchscreen controls right there too. So it get rid of that ugly, big, obtrusive volume HUD on the middle, and it puts it right there on the side where your volume up and down buttons located. I'm talking weird. And then not only that, when you put your device to sleep mode, you could still see that button right there on the side. So it's taking advantage of the organic LED display on the iPhone 10, or there's no jailbreak on the 10s, but you know, soon. And it just, like, right there, even when the device is locked. So it's saving battery life too, and you can see exactly where your volume is located right there. So yeah, Ultrasound is a stable tweak in my opinion. There are some settings to configure. You could change the theme so you can make it light, extra light. You guys can see, but you know, I like having my stuff dark, you know, dark stuff. You know, you have the iconic look, you have the refined look, so it's a little bit more of an oval shape, as you guys can see. But I like this way better. This is easily the best volume HUD tweak out there. I know there's other great ones that take advantage of the notch, or the ears I should say, on the iPhone 10, but for me, just having the screen off and you can still see your volume percentage, that is just innovative right there. That makes this tweak stand out from the others. So yeah, I like this one. This is one here, it's called Ultrasound. Now, the next tweak that is just my absolute favorite right now is called CarBridge. CarBridge is a staple in my opinion. If you have a car that has Apple CarPlay enabled, or compatible I should say, you're going to need this tweak. I really don't feel like showing you guys again, but I'm going to pull back some footage. But you can run pretty much any application on your car navigation screen, and you can play a YouTube video, you can play, that's a staple hands down. Run any application. You could play a game if you want. You could play, like, the possibilities are endless with that one. I can go on for days. Alright, number 4, we have ColorFlow. Anytime I'm playing the music, I just love looking at the different, like, the way how the interface looks. It matches with the album artwork. It just makes me want to play music. You know, as soon as I launch the application and this comes up, I just want to tap on play right away. It just looks so pleasing to look at. It's so eye candy, just seeing all the different colors of the UI matching or adapting to the album artwork. Let me show you guys something else. So we got some Scorpion here. So look, you see it takes the album artwork and it put it into the entire UI. If I can go next, we have Dom Q. So you guys can see the yellow text. We have Sauce Walker. You know, I'm a hardcore. Okay, now we have some R&B stuff, some Latina music. Shout out to Matt the Knicks fan. I'm gonna talk about this tweak too in a little bit, but easily one of my favorite tweak of all time. right here. Pretty much all these tweaks are. Alright, next up we have a tweak called Clean Home Screen. Now you guys can see my home screen is nice and clean. I like to get rid of the labels underneath it, but I like to keep the iOS icons because what I realized changing the icons, it kind of takes it away from like, yo, this is an Android. You want your phone to still be an iPhone, but you just want to modify it to your liking. So I want to keep that iOS looking, but I just want to get rid of the icon, the text underneath each icon. To me, it just looks so much cleaner, so much cleaner. They got rid of it on the dock on stock iOS, but we're gonna get rid of it on every single icon here. So here are the settings for this one. Clean home screen. As you guys can see, you could remove the status bar. You can, remove the lock screen, page dots, and the unlock text. You can hide a lot of elements, and man, you can hide whatever you like. And for me, this is a simple but effective tweak, and this is a tweak that I just have on my device at all times. Just look back at all my other jailbreak tweak videos. Alright, next up, this is actually a city application called Wi-Fi Passwords, and this is a staple. This is like a must install right this second. And all it is, any Wi-Fi connection that you connect to in the past, it's going to come up with all the passwords just like that. So if your friend asks for a password and you're already connected, you could just open up this application. It shows the Wi-Fi password already and just send it to them just like that. This is like a staple. The other day, I didn't know the Wi-Fi password to Buffalo Wild Wings. I went out to eat. So I asked the waitress, but next time when I go there again, I'm automatically going to be connected. But if I bring a friend, I have the password saved on my phone so I can see it. Now here's another simple tweak. This one here is called Sugarcane. Now Sugarcane, you guys can see, if you look at it closely, you guys see that 64%. I love to be able to tell what percentage of the volume and the brightness. So let's say I want to be on 50% volume or brightness, I'm sorry. I could get right there. I don't have to just see it and think that's okay, that's 50%. You already know it's on 50% because it says it right there. So this is Sugarcane, simple, but I think Apple needs to add something like that, something like this. But one thing I don't like, 1, 2, 3, press it, you're not gonna see that percentage no more. I wish they have something right here on the right here, something like that, but they just don't. Alright guys, so this next tweak right here is called battery percentage 12, and all it is going to put the battery percentage on inside the battery icon. So on the iPhone 10, this is a staple because you need to tell what percentage you're on without swiping down here and then seeing it. I see Apple adding this in iOS 13, or on iOS 13 I should say, but hey, you have it right here on your jailbroken device, and you can still see the actual like bar. If you look at it really closely, you have the bar moving too. So and guys, next up we have Eclipse / Noctis. Now Eclipse, man, this is gonna enable dark mode. Those late nights, sometimes you don't want to see that bright white interface. This is completely going to make everything dark, black. It should be a little bit more battery efficient because, especially if you have an iPhone 10 device, because it's taking advantage of the organic LED display. But this right here, I just love looking at it. It's so much cleaner than just the all white. I mean, really nothing to worry about here. You guys know how I do on Instagram. And look, you guys see what I mean? Like, it's just so pleasing to look at. Really. And the settings application. Yeah, so Eclipse and Noctis. Now, this is Noctis. It's just going to darken the platters here, or the banners, whatever you like to call these. It's just going to completely darken it, and your notifications are dark too as well. So as you guys can see, that is just thanks to Noctis. And you could 3D press it, and it's just nice and dark. So it's like something that I see Apple's definitely going to add in dark mode onto iOS 13. But hey, when you're jailbroken, you have it right now. Now, taking it right back into the messages application, this one here is called SendDelay, and I gotta tell you guys, this one here is a lifesaver. Let's say you're texting the wrong person. This happens to me occasionally, not all the time. You're texting, I don't know, Sean, and look, you have a red thing right here, and I was late, but I wanted to make sure I was in focus. But let's say you're texting, and boom, you could stop it. And I like, oh man, I'm texting the wrong person, so let me stop that. And I can, go back and just do it just like that. So you could do test, you could do, oh, wrong person, boop, So it's like a SendDelay. The name is pretty self-explanatory there. So you could change the duration, the delay orientation. So I have mine like about 2 seconds, all right, 2.16 seconds. Not too bad for me. And yeah, so you can go all the way up to 5 seconds, but 2 seconds is the sweet spot in my opinion. And guys, next up we have Instagram Plus Plus. Now slowly but surely I'm not really using Instagram Plus Plus. Back in the days I used to use it for saving photos and saving videos and stuff like that, but nowadays I just share stuff. Anything I like, I can just share it with my friends and that's it. But for example, I can tap on these 3 dots right here and I can share the photo just like that by tapping on the size. I like that. And you can change or the save location, so you have on the camera roll. Yeah, so you can use this to save videos. You can spoof your Instagram so you can make it seem like you're verified, but even though you're not. There's a lot of settings to configure here on Instagram Plus Plus, but like I said, I just don't really use it too much, but especially for the DMs. You can not have like the read receipts on. It's a lot of crazy things you can do on here, but I don't know, I just maybe I just grow out of it. I don't have nothing to hide anymore, like when I'm DMing. I just don't really use it too much, but I have it installed just in case if I want to get into that. But for the most part, follow my Instagram at SimplyPops. A lot of great pictures and photography here. And yeah, you guys can see I have that full screen mode too. This is thanks to Instagram Plus Plus, so you can really zoom into a picture. But Instagram just recently added that, or they've been had it where you can zoom into a picture already. So yeah, Instagram is just adding new features here and there that Instagram Plus Plus is starting to get a little obsolete for me. In my opinion. That's just my opinion. Alright guys, that pretty much concludes my favorite tweaks of all time. I might make a part 2 to this because there's like so many tweaks out there that I used to use back in the days, like swipe selection. I used to use that all the time, but Apple added in this trackpad gesture on the keyboard so I could type in something and I can just do. So Apple is getting better and better in terms of like adding features. And I'm going to talk about that too sometime this week, a jailbroken iPhone versus Android, but stay tuned for that video because that's going to get a little complex. And oh yeah, and I apologize for not showing you guys new tweaks. I want to make the new tweaks interesting. I want to make the next tweaks of the week like interesting. It's not that many, like there's a lot of great tweaks out there, but it's kind of like boring to show. So I want to make like some wow tweaks. Like, man, this guy is awesome showing off these amazing tweaks. I don't want to be the guy to just show off some very subtle tweaks. But other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of your support, man. You guys are awesome. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, and I'm out. Signing out.